With this, I can just attach this energy. Evolve you. Alright, counter catcher. Bring in the Duskull. This is the weaker threat. I think that's all we can do. Angelite. Shove them all back into the deck. Here we go. What's up, everyone? It's Tim from TimPlaysAGame here with Pokemon TCG Live playing on PC. Tonight we're looking at one of the newest cards from Surging Sparks, Sylveon EX. Kind of less talked about. It is a Terra Pokemon, 270 HP, Psychic Pokemon, EX, all the bells and whistles of a Terra. But it's two attacks are really what grabbed my attention, mainly the second one. The first one, let's talk about it. Magical Charm for a Psychic and 2 colorless. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do 100 less damage. So you're doing 160, and then you have 100 damage shield to hide behind next turn, which is great. The second attack is really where this card shines. Angelite. Choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, shuffle those Pokemon and all attached cards into your opponent's deck. If one of your Pokemon used Angelite during your last turn, this attack can't be used. The idea with this deck, the idea with Sylveon is basically get out the Pokemon you want your opponent to keep and force your opponent to shuffle. Force your opponent to shuffle 2 of their. Basically you have to. You get to choose. You choose 2 of their Pokemon that you want back into their deck. Anything they attach to it, anything they've done to it, anything big bad they're trying to power up, just goes right back to square one, right back into their deck. During my last video when I was playing Goldungo, I did have an opponent mess me up pretty badly with this. Thank God Goldungo only needs 1 energy to attack with. And I ran 4 Gimme Ghouls and Goldungo, so it wasn't too hard to rebuild them. So basically, how do we get this thing out? How do we get the Sylveon out with 3 different energy on it? We have parts to help us. We have this Eevee here that also came out in the new set, or I think it's actually going to be reprinted in the next set too, where we're getting all kinds of Eevee evolutions. If you're a fan of Eevee, now's the time to get into the TCG game, because Eevee is getting its bells and whistles. It's getting a lot of attention next set. Boosted evolution. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, it can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. With the way this deck runs, we probably won't be attacking with Sylveon on the first turn. We can if we go second. It's possible. It's just not very likely. Yeah, possible, just not very likely. But that's when it's in the active spot. We can instantly evolve with boosted evolution, reckless charge. If we need to attack with it, we can do 30 but it'll do 10 damage to itself. That's unfortunate. But we have support for that's where support comes in. We only have 2 of each, the Sylveon and the Eevee, so we're gonna need a lot of support for it. We have what most people in the TCG Live community have called a lost box engine to get out the cards we need, the monsters we need to help build them up. This starts with Comfey. Once during your turn, this Pokemon's in the active spot, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, and put one of them into your hand. Put the other card into the Lost Zone. So you're getting a card, but you're losing a card for the remainder of the game. When something goes into the Lost Zone, it's gone forever. So we're going to have to make a lot of decisions with this deck about what we keep and what we don't. We got 4 Comfey. The idea here is we'll send out 1 Comfey, switch it, retreat it, or switch it out for another one, then use Flower Selecting. That gets 2 cards in the Lost Zone. We want to build up a good number of cards in the Lost Zone, but mainly for like different monsters like Cramorant here. We got 1 of these. If it's kind of our one prize beat stick. If you have 4 or more cards in your Lost Zone, ignore all energy costs in this Pokemon's attack, which means we can just spit instantly for 0 energy, just do 110 damage. We have Sableye here. You can only use this attack if 10 or more cards in your Lost Zone. Another good 1-prizer. Put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. This is really good if you can knock out 2 Pokemon at level with 60 HP or less. If you can just bounce out to 12, anything that equates to 12, you can knock out 2 Pokemon easily. Especially if you get it when they're trying to build stuff up. And they will be trying to build stuff up because Sylveon keeps bringing them back to square one with Angelite. We have Iron Bundle in here because we do want to switch out the Pokemon. We want to generally want to put the big bad active Pokemon they have back onto the bench. Iron Bundle is great with that. But be careful they don't have a replacement for it, or else it's kind of a waste. But it's good. It's a good switch out card, and it can be reusable since we do run Super Rods and Nest Balls, and I think we have an Artazon in here. Yeah, we do. We also have a Radiant Greninja. This is our Radiant card. Sorry, this is our Radiant card with concealed cards. You can discard an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, draw 2 cards. Its Moonlight Shuriken attack we can also use. We do have the energy requirements for it, and we can get that guy powered up. We can use Moonlight Shuriken, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. Also great ways to hit the bench. We have a lot of bench hitters, little tiny bench hitters if need be. Because again, Sylveon does bring them back to square one, and a lot of stage 1 a lot of basic Pokemon that do evolve up to stage 2 will have anywhere from anywhere from 30 to 90 HP. So Sableye and Radiant Greninja are great at taking them out. We have, let's talk about the support. We have Fezandipiti. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your last turn, draw 3 cards. You may draw 3 cards. Can't use more than one flip the script per turn. We also have Cruel Arrow, but that's kind of a hefty cost just to do 100 damage. But really with Flip the Script, you want to... We got the Comfey, the one prizers like the Comfey, the Sableye, the Cramorant. We got Manaphy. I forgot about Manaphy. Manaphy protects the bench. We got Radiant Greninja, a lot of one prizers. Fezandipiti loves one prizers because it just gives it more opportunity to use Flip the Script. And drawing 3 cards is golden. This is one of those decks where you will deck out if you're not careful, so be careful. If we run into problems where Sylveon can't get the job done, we got Iron Hands in here. Mainly, we can use Arm Press for 160, or we can use the much better Amp You Very Much. More energy for Electric and 3 colorless. You can do 120 damage, but you get to take an extra prize card if you knock out a Pokemon. Here's the cool thing. Magical Charm does 160. Amp You Very Much does 120. 160 plus 120, that's 280. You know what else has 280 HP in this game? Almost every good monster, minus some stage 2 Pokemon, like let's see, off the top of my head, Dragapult EX, Charizard EX. There's a few others, but those are the first 2 that come to mind competitively. They're not going to have a lot of high HP. So really, that combo right there, Sylveon and Iron Hands, actually works really well together. And Amp You Very Much gives you an extra prize card. So really, you can be knocking out some EX monsters and taking 3 prize cards, which is great. That's half your prize cards right there. Last line defense, Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Bloodmoon used by this Pokemon costs Bloodmoon used by this Pokemon costs 1 colorless energy less for each prize card your opponent has taken. There's 5 energy to make the attack, but if most of those prize cards are taken, we could probably power this guy up for 1 energy, 1 or 2 energy, if we even need that, and swing for 240. But really, we're going to be focusing more on Sylveon, trying to limit our opponent's options. That's the art of war right there. Limit your opponent's supply, limit their rations, and you've already won. So, the idea here is to get Sylveon out, with these guys powering up the Lost Zone so we can use other cards. We'll get to those cards. Let's just talk about it. Mirage Gate. This is the main energy engine for the deck. We got 4 of these. If you have 7 or more cards in your Lost Zone, you can search your deck for 2 basic energy cards of different types, big word, big key point there, and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So, if we have 1 energy in hand, we can use Mirage Gate, search the deck for 2 energy, attach them to Eevee, get Eevee into the active spot. Even if we play it this turn, we can instantly evolve it into Sylveon, and we can have a fully powered up Sylveon using Angelite that turn, the turn we played the Eevee if need be. Wow. We can get Eevee out really fast. We can also use it with Iron Hands too, powering him up. We also have the Buddy Poffin, 3 of those. Great ways to get out the Eevee, the Comfey, the Manaphy. Manaphy actually does help protect the Comfey and protects the Eevee. We have 2 counter catchers. I was thinking about putting a 3rd one in here, but 2 is really optimal. because of Angelite, we're not going to be taking too many prize cards early on. We're really going to try to get our Pokemon to run out of Pokemon on their bench, or set up really weak Pokemon to take them out easily. But Counter Catcher really helps out when you're behind, choosing which Pokemon you want out, and Angeliting two of the things, like the really powerful one, back into the deck. Hisuian Heavy Ball, we have a lot of basic Pokemon in here, a lot of necessary ones, like Radiant Greninja, the Iron Hands, the Fezandipiti, Sableye. If they're stuck in the prize cards, we're going to want to pull them out with the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Nest Ball, again, pulling out the Pokemon from the deck. We got 4 of these. Buddy Poffin does not pull out a lot of them. We'll probably be using this more often than not on Fezandipiti after one of our Comfeys get knocked out. Using on Radiant Greninja to get some more, draw some more cards. We can use it on Cramorant too, in case we got the four cards removed to power up its attack. Prime Catchers are A-Spec. It's really the #1 A-Spec for Lost Zone, because you can switch out your Comfeys and keep using Flower Selecting, but also pulling in Pokemon like with Counter Catcher, like with Boss Order, is great. So I definitely recommend this one. Super Rod, we got 4 of these. Again, we're going to be drawing a lot of energy. We're going to be discarding a lot of energy with Radiant Greninja to draw cards. We're going to lose some Comfey. If these Eevee get knocked out, we only have 2 of them, so we're going to need to get one of them back into the deck with the Sylveon. We're going to be going through a lot of energy. We only have 9 energy in this deck. So getting those cards back into the deck to keep using Mirage Gate is going to be golden. We also have Artazon in here to get out Pokemon that we can bring out with... that we can bring out from the deck after we use Super Rod, so there's more options there. We have Switch. We got 2 of these. Be careful when using Switch. We got Switch and we got Switch Cart. There's a difference here. Switch, you switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Cut and dry. Switch Cart's a little bit more technical. Switch out your active basic Pokemon. The basic Pokemon has to be... the active Pokemon has to be basic with one of your bench Pokemon, and then the Pokemon that you brought back heals 30 damage. Don't worry about the healing damage thing. I would use Switch Cart when you can, so you can save the switches for later. Sometimes I've had to switch out Sylveon, so I need to have at least one switch to retreat Sylveon, bring out Iron Hands. That's why I would hold on to that if you can, but if not, then don't be too afraid to use it. We have 1 Artazon in here. We got 4 Switch Cart. The Switch Cart are going to be mainly used on the Comfey. We got Artazon. Artazon here. Once during your turn, that a player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that does not have a rule box, so no Radiant Greninja, no Iron Hands, no Fezandipiti, no Bloodmoon or Ursaluna, but yes to Comfey, Iron Bundle, Cramorant, Manaphy, Sableye, and Eevee. And just put that on the bench. But this goes for both players, so be careful when using this. It's pretty good early on. And also definitely be careful when using with Sylveon's Angelite. Because they can actually rebuild pretty easily if they have that Artazon. That's why I only got 1 in there. I also have Temple of Sinnoh. All special energy attached to Pokemon, both yours and your opponent, provide colorless and have no other effect. Great way to deal with the DTEs of Terapagos. Double turbo energies of Terapagos and Cloth. Cloth does kind of mess up this deck pretty badly. Even, yeah, it's... Not too badly, it's just, it's powerful. And, we got the 1 boss order, which works like the Prime Catcher, just the 1. That's all we need. We're playing. Our main supporter is going to be Colress Experiment, 4 of them. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose 3 of them. Put those into your hand. The other 2 go to the Lost Zone. That's great for powering up your Lost Zone cards and to get 3 cards from your deck. So it's a +2. But you got to be careful about these decisions. It's like flower selecting on a grander scale. So just be careful there. 2 Roxannes. The good thing about Angelite is that we're not taking many prize cards until later on in the game. More often than not, you will be behind in prize trade, so Roxanne can use used more than once, if need be. You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck. You draw 6, your opponent draws 2. If we can use Roxanne and then attack with Angelite, and just limit our opponent down to 1 Pokemon on the bench and 2 cards in their hand. Just the 1 monster in the active and 2 cards in their hand. They're effed. There's no other way to describe it. That is a dream scenario here. That is a checkmate scenario in the TCG world. And yeah, there are people who try to do that with Iono. They'll try to Iono you down to 1, knock out your big bad active Pokemon, and you gotta kind of fall back on whatever you have on the bench, and it's not pretty. We got Rescue Board here. This is mainly going to be used for Comfey. I have used it with Sylveon though in the past, but basically attached to the Comfey, it gets to retreat for free. If it has 30 or less HP remaining, it has no retreat cost at all. Yeah, basically anything with 1 retreat cost is great with it. The Comfey, the Radiant Greninja, Manaphy, anything that gets pulled in the active spot that needs to retreat. There you go. And then we have 3 of each energy: electric, psychic, and water. Just be careful on the energy. Know where the energy are in the deck. If there's energy in the prize cards, be wary of that. If there's some in the discard pile, get ready to super rod them back into the deck before you use Mirage Gate. Try not to put any of them in the lost zone. I cannot stress that enough. Because with them, you're going to be exchanging 3 on each Sylveon, and then maybe 4 on the Iron Hand, so you gotta be careful with that. The Moonlight Shuriken, I really wouldn't recommend that unless you really need to take out 2 Pokemon on the bench. Sableye is only a 1 Psychic cost, so just really energy management is the key to this deck. Really any Lost Zone deck. But yeah, this is my take on it on Sylveon. Let's see how it works, and I'm very excited about it. Let's go. We'll be going second in this game, no basics. God. Even in, like, real life and the video game, I'm having, like, a hard time, like... I like mulligan on the first hand a lot. Okay, this... Not great, but it works. So since we're going second, we can use a Colress experiment off that. I have 4 Super Rods in this deck, so losing energy won't be a bad thing. Unless you can actually, unless you can bring out that Duskull sooner than later, in which case Radiant Greninja, or sorry, Dusk Noir. Yeah, this is Charizard, so this actually might be an interesting matchup here. You didn't get a good start. That's good. I should be grateful for that. I'm going to concealed cards off this first one. We'll lose a Psychic Energy. Really? Okay, well, I'm going to be playing Colress Experiment every turn, so... That... I don't want to lose the Electric Energy. I don't think he can attack my bench, so I should be good. Yeah. It's Buddy Poffin. That... I don't want to do more than 1 Comfey. But he has... I'm not sure... I don't think he has anything that can attack me. So we'll get the Eevee for now. See what we get off Flower Selecting. Switch... Ah, the Water Energy. God. I'm gonna have to super rod a lot of these energies back into the deck just to get around it. Nest Ball and Mirage Gate. You can actually use Mirage Gate next turn. There should be at least another... There should be at least another Electric and Psychic in there. Most of the... Oh, I got rid of 3 Nest Balls. And I still have 3 Colress experiments to go, so... He already used the Arven, so I don't have to worry about him using... I got a pretty decent hand getting those Colress experiments out. He's got his Charizard, but I'm not too worried about that. And Rare Candy that, yep. Infernal Rain. Probably put 1 on Charizard and 1 on Duskull to retreat it. Unless he has the Dusk... No, he's... Okay, wow, he put both of them on the Duskull. Just in case he has to retreat it again, maybe? Alright, Burning Darkness. Can I pull it off? I'm gonna bring in the Eevee. Buddy Poffins. see what we get off Colress's experiment. Should I use the Mirage Gate first? Counter catcher, yes. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Crap. Crap. I misplayed. Put this on him. Treat. Play that. I thought it was 5 cards you have to remove, not 7. Lose one of those. Now I can play it. Too little, too late, though. Let's get the other Eevee and a Manaphy. God, I hope you don't Iono me. Oh, this is perfect. If I can get that Duskull out next turn. I have everything set up for the screw you, but... Yeah, okay, you get ready to get screwed. Should I bring in the Pidgey or the Duskull? I think the Duskull would be the bigger screw you. With this, I can just attach this energy, evolve you. Let's Colress experiment. We get that. Something just got knocked out, so I can use that. Yeah, you look good too. Okay. Ooh, I only got 16 cards left in my deck. I gotta be careful here. Let's get the other Sylveon. Just to be safe. Flip the script. Alright, counter catcher. Bring in the Duskull. He's the weaker threat. If he gets a rare candy Pidgey, I'm gonna be upset, so. I think that's all we can do. Angelite. Shove them all back into the deck. Here we go. What you gonna do now? Where is your Charizard now? Okay, he's gonna Buddy Poffin. He's got the Togepi and the Charmander. He can retreat probably for the Togepi. I have options here. How many Super Rods do I have left? I got one there. How many in the Lost Zone? None in the Lost Zone, so there's 3 somewhere in the deck. Problem is, my prize cards are going to be kind of an issue throughout this whole game. I'm going to attack next turn, but... Yeah, but he's wasting a lot of rare candies trying to bring out these Charizards and Pidgeots. Let's see. Should I use it? I can do this. Put that on him. I can't switch cart. What do I get? Super Rod. Counter Catcher. Maybe him. Yeah, be careful. I'm down to 7 cards here. Should have thought this through a little more, but that's okay. 11 cards, so I can do this later. What's the bigger threat here? Probably you. Alright, Angel Light, Angel. Okay, so Magical Charm. And attacks used by them do 100 less damage, so. Problem is, I've kind of put myself into the possibility of decking out. I gotta be super careful here. If he knocks out one more of my monsters, though, I'm going to be able to use Roxanne. Yeah, he's probably going to take out the Eevee, so we each get a prize card. I got 2 Roxannes in this deck, so... That's another thing, because of the fact that I'm keeping a lot of prize cards, Roxanne really helps out with this deck. This helps me out a lot too, but I gotta be careful here. I can shuffle 2 more cards in. I can move 12 damage counters around. I can take out the Pidgey and the Charmander. I think that might be my best idea. Super Rod. These guys back in. Buddy Poffin, Eevee out. It's Mirage Gate, what we want. Onto there, yep. And can use that. Probably, do I want to use on the 2 Charmander? Honestly, I kind of do. That gives me 6 cards. That gives him 2. Don't want to put myself at the prize trade here. I gotta be careful. Send in Sableye. He can take out 2 of them. With Lost Mine. We get 40. And 70 for one of the Charmanders. It's 2 knockouts there. Yeah, he's really behind right now. I've limited a lot of his resources, which is what this deck is designed to do. And if he can't do anything next turn, if he can't do anything about this Sableye next turn, then I've already won. That's what this whole deck is designed to do, is put your opponent into a position where they cannot fight back. Okay, I don't know, so this helped him a little bit, kind of screwed me, so... Instant karma right there. Yeah, he can see it. The Iono didn't help him out too much. See the point of the deck right there. Sylveon for the win. I'm not sure if it's best to go first with this deck or not. I'm still getting the hang of it. I don't care. I can't. If this is a cloth deck, I have to have a second basic. I mean, I've been getting knocked out way too many times so I first turn cloth. Even though I'm going first, I don't care. Okay, Chi-Yu, this is a stall. No, wait, this is a different... Oh, it's Chi-Yu EX, yeah, this is some type of control deck. Yeah, Chi-Yu EX, okay, let's flower select. Colress. Sorry, Sableye, that one kind of was that was a hard decision, actually. Not that hard, but still hard decision. Radiant Greninja is in the prize cards. Good to know. So just get and one of the Comfeys. If I can find a Hisuian Heavy Ball, that'd be great. Put energy on you. Retreat you. Send out Comfey. Do it again. Only because I'm fairly certain something's getting knocked out next turn. So we lost a Sableye and a Colress Experiment, but we got a Colress Experiment I can use next turn. Ooh, this is interesting. Charizard EX that uses Chi-Yu. Ooh, and Lost City, too. That actually might help me. You might want to rethink playing that. Let's flower select. It's too early, Roxanne. I have another Roxanne in here, if need be. Let's play the Colress Experiment, see what we get. Ooh, you. I really try pretty hard to hold on to energy with this deck. We got 5 in the 5 removed. Energy on you. Retreat. Send out the other one. See what we get with this one. Alright, we don't need the other Comfey, so that's good. I think we'll be good for another turn. Do I want to... It's kind of a gamble. Hope they don't Iono. Next turn, I start messing them up. Okay, there's the Charmeleon. That's going back in the deck. Yeah, get another Charmeleon, see what happens. Yep, he's getting the Charizard. Is he going to rare candy the Charizard? He's going to rare candy the Charizard. Yeah, alright. Infernal Rain. Probably put 2 there, and well, 2 on the Charizard, 1 there. Nope, 1. Okay, he's probably got another Fire Energy. Nope, he wanted to go for the knockout. Can't say I don't respect that. But you're gonna get punished for it. He did get the energy though he needed. So this begs the question, what do I shuffle back in? Probably the Charmeleon and the Charizard. Oh wait, I have enough for Mirage Gate? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's right. Lost Zone. Thank you for that Lost City. You actually did me a favor. Let's do it anyway, though. Well, that's an easy choice. That's the easiest decision I've made all day. Let's see what we got here. 1 electric and 1 water. Yeah. Attach for turn. Do the Switch Cart, because Switch Cart only targets basics, so... That was almost a mistake. Do I want to get the other Eevee going? He sends that, that's the thing. I'm thinking... Keep the Chi-Yu here. can't really pull out anything in particular. Let's flip. I forgot to almost. I almost forgot to flip the script. Thank you, Tim. Buddy Poffin. It's not worth it. I don't think he's going to attack my bench, so I should be fine there. So the Charmeleon got protected by Flame Veil. Well, that's dumb. I got the big one, though. That's what matters. I'm trying to mess up the rare candy. He's going to get another Charizard, though. Sooner rather than later. Flame Surge, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I shuffled in the Charizard. With the energy on it, so. Bloodmoon, Ursaluna. It's not a big deal. Where's the other Eevee? It's in the prize cards. Dang it. Okay. Plan B. Iron Hands. Super Rod. I almost forgot. I should have done this at the beginning. The two big guys powered up. He's ready to start. I'm smashing stuff. I think I can use him, but this might be a, you know what? Let's try the Iron Bundle and see what he sends out. Might be able to snatch. Yep. Okay. I'm okay with this. It was kind of a gamble. He wasn't dumb enough to send in the Charmeleon or the Duskull. He's going to have to retreat that now, expend the energy just to bring in the... yeah. That's okay. Magical Charm kicked in. He's an instant charge. Oh, he's not going to attack. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense for him to wait on that. What else do we have? I lost Sableye, so that is what it is. Okay. Did the same thing twice! I'm off my game right now. Wow, I'm off my game. Okay. But you just evolved a freaking Charizard already. Put me out of my misery. I can't believe I did that twice. I totally forgot about the stupid Flare Veil. Okay, well, that didn't help me or hurt me, really. Oh, there's the Hisuian Heavy Ball. It has all my freaking good basics in the prizes. That can't use really anymore. Okay, boss order. Can do something with that. Actually, Counter Catcher would be the better idea. Let's see what I get with a Hisuian Heavy Ball. Oh, look at all these things. Yeah, this is the smarter option. Just because I can use it if this thing gets knocked out. Alright, Not a Mirage Gates, though, I think. I have one left. I don't know where it is. I should have really looked at the prize cards more. Magical Charm you. Oh, good. Temple of Sinnoh, that doesn't really help. I can get rid of the Lost City, but at this point, yeah. There's no real point. Oh, you know what? I should get rid of it just because I don't want to lose Sylveon, which it's going to die now. Somehow. There's Iono, okay. I'm glad he's using the Ionos now rather than later. If he knocks this out, I can use Roxanne, but that's the best thing that can come from this. Okay, now I can... It's too late. Yeah, no more fire energy for you. Rare candy, there comes the other... the Dusknoir. My guess is he's got something planned. He's probably going to put the 130 on the Sylveon. Nope, to that, okay. Right, well, give me a prize. And then he's going to send out Charizard to attack. Yeah. Lucky helmet. Woo. Actually, that does help him after I use Roxanne. Oh, good. Prime Catcher, which I don't need right now. Let's flip the script, see what we get. I was going to think about doing Roxanne first, then flip the script, but... Go Artazon. Get those energies back in. Is the Sylveon in there? The Sylveon's in there. What do I want? A Prime Catcher? He's got the rare candy in hand, which is why I use Roxanne. Ah, big brain moment. I'm banking a lot here on this working. Psychic. And maybe him in case I need him again. Worst comes to worst, I can just retreat him and attack with Iron Hands if this does not work. Okay, this works. He's got 2 prize cards left, but I don't know if I... Yeah. This I've already committed. If he has the rare candy and the Charizard, I'm... Well, basically, yeah. No. Yeah, he's won. There's the other Charmander. He doesn't have it. Dang it. He's pulling those Ionos at the perfect time, though. City, okay. That on him. Discard the 1 water. And Big Bad in. Play you in case I get freaking Iona a third time. Thank you very much for 2 prize cards. So you get 2 cards. You gotta draw 2 cards from the deck. I hope they do you well. Well, coming down to this. Does he have it? I got 4 of his energies in the discard. I believe he has at least 2 more. He's gonna bring out the Fezandipiti. Because I would. Yep. He's gonna flip the script for 3. His Charizard is... Oh god, he got the frickin' Charizard! Okay, you know what? I deserve that. I messed up really badly twice in that game, so... I will let you have that, buddy. Congratulations. Yeah, so it does have its moments. I gotta be a little bit better about shuffling stuff back in. And that is gonna wrap things up for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to Tim Plays Game, and stay tuned for more Pokemon TCG live videos. Till next time, this is Tim from Tim Plays Games signing off. And have a good night, guys.